European officials are holding consultations with the governments of the European Union countries to develop a common response to the confirmation of information about Iran supplying ballistic missiles to Russia for use in attacks on Ukraine. This was stated by EU Foreign Service representative Petr Stano during a briefing in Brussels. He recalled that back in March, during a meeting in the format of a European Council session, EU leaders warned Iran against such actions, warning that they would lead to additional sanctions.
Now, our allies provided a credible information, credible proof, and I can only say that the delivery of the Iranian weaponry, be it drones, but in this case also missiles, is very likely to contribute to escalation of the Russian military campaign against the Ukrainian people, targeting more Ukrainian cities, targeting more civilian targets in Ukraine, targeting more people in Ukraine. So this is further military escalation by Russia, because it shows the intent of Russia to take.
Stano stressed that such actions by Russia and Iran indicate that Moscow doesn't really want peace, and it is also an escalation of Iran's military support for Russia's illegal aggression. The EU called Iran's actions a direct threat to European security and a significant material escalation compared to the supply of Iranian drones and ammunition that Russia is already using against Ukraine. EU High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy Josep Borrell has made it clear in his numerous contacts with Iranian counterparts, including the new administration, that this is something they warn against and urge Iran not to do. But since Iran appears to be doing this anyway, there will be a response. Borrell has already submitted proposals for targeted measures to member states as part of the EU's response to these latest developments, Stano said. At the same time, Borrell said that the transfer of missiles is happening in the midst of recent Russian attacks on Ukraine, including with ballistic missiles and drones, which demonstrate Russia's clear determination to continue the brutal war of aggression against Ukraine and its people. In particular, it chooses critical energy infrastructure as a target, seeking to cause as many civilian casualties and large-scale destruction as possible. Iranian ballistic missiles can now be used to cause even more suffering and destruction in Ukraine. The interlocutors in the European Commission explained that the European Union is currently coordinating sanctions with all member states. It is not yet known exactly what the final decision will look like. Recall that 2 EU countries, France and Germany, announced the introduction of sanctions against Iranian civil aviation, in particular Iran Air. Such actions were also supported by the US and Great Britain.